There's so many chickens around our property, we don't know who it belongs to. We're starting to have termite problem. These are very little termites. We can't really see where they go and where they've been, but they're just eating this bamboo hut alive. I was planning to get a tiny home that's like a Thai style wooden house that's on legs, but now I'm rethinking that to go over there because there's just too much of these little problems with the termites. So we might just get something quite modern and something that will last longer to go on here once this land is all measured out. I've just been experimenting with what to do with rainwater, collecting rainwater. I found out that this is probably the easiest solution, the most laziest way of collecting rainwater. Normally you can buy a big water tank, and they cost about 1,000 baht or more than 1,000 baht. They're close to 2,000 baht, I believe. And then you've got to have what's it called, sprouting, gutter system, and then some pipes and coming down. I find that you can probably do the same thing by just getting about this size or maybe just twice as big of these containers, these bins, and just line them up under the roof. So there'll be about, I don't know, about 8 of them. You can line it up, 8 of them like that. Put some cloth or something to filter the leaves or the dust that goes into it. So just put a cloth all over those 8 buckets, and then when it rains it'll just collect it in one day, and you'll have good amount of rainwater to use, good amount of water anyway. So this is just an experimental part. So I didn't really bother on doing it properly, but if I was to ever go off-grid and be self-sufficient in some ways, this is what I'll do. Not that water here costs too much. We find out we're using just only $10 per month for water from the main pipe there. But it's good just to play around, have an experiment, because when the kids grow up, I plan to live self-sufficiently in some ways, because I don't want to do much work. I'm a lazy person, so just figuring out how to get water without spending too much, how to use the toilet, how to shower, how to live off the land rather than relying on the grid, relying on council and all those things. So yeah, it's just a big experiment phase at this stage. Also trying to get fish off the pond, as I'm doing now, and yeah, planting fruit trees around. So hopefully in about 2 to 3 years this place can be, you can pretty much get 50 to 80% of your food from here. Have planted some more trees. We've planted a couple more banana trees, one over there and one over there, and a papaya tree over there. They don't look very big because they're not, and also a lamyay tree. So they're all fruit trees, and just slowly just planting around the property. The other trees that we've already planted are more bananas, coconut, a lychee tree over there, and a mango tree over there. the leftovers from my wife's sprout business. So the compost, we reuse them. So after they've been harvested, we just bring them over here and then just put the compost down like that, and it'll just give the plants some nutrition and help them grow a little bit better, because nobody's really planted anything around the soil for a long time, so we've got to put some, you know, some compost down. I'm going to use bread this time. So I just got a little piece of a leftover donut here, and just going to squish it up into a ball. Same method, we're going to put it just below the water line, so it's not going to be deep, because I find that they do come up and eat. And just going to put it there. I find that if I put some down, it doesn't work as well because I'm not here, and they just unhook themselves. It's best for me just to do it while I'm here. So that's what it looks like. So if I'm here, I can hear them splash around if I caught something. If I'm not here, they'll just unhook themselves, or even the neighbors or somebody that just walks by, they can just see, oh, there's a fish here, I'll take it for dinner. So, yeah. I just saw the line move, I've checked it, and the bait's all gone. Yeah, I think my bait is getting destroyed by smaller fish, and the smaller fish are eating it before the bigger fish comes along. It could be all my small fish that I released into the pond a while back. So no fish today. Try again another day. If I can get something surfacing up and it's quite big, and I can be able to see the head or the body of it, I can spear shoot it. I've got the right gun for it. I know that there's a big fish in here because I've heard it, and it's not a dumb fish, otherwise it wouldn't be surviving. I just need to be cunning enough to be able to catch it some way, somehow. I've rigged this up how it's supposed to be. So you've got the dart here, it's tied up to the string there, and I'm just going to shoot that can over there. So I found out after buying this and researching that spear shooting is actually quite common, because some areas it's hard to get a rod in, and sometimes the fish doesn't want to take the bait, so they just sit there, wait patiently, and then they'll see a fish surface and then they'll shoot them. So I'll just show you what it's like to get it firing. And I'm just aiming for that can. That. I think I missed that can. And then you put the gun down, the rifle down. Then you start winding it in. And the winding in part is quite slow. So that's something I'll have to look into, try to find the right people and try to find the right place to do that, because it looks like a lot of fun. In the weekend we normally go to places, check out different towns. And one thing we notice is that some places they'll just plant bananas, and another place they'll just plant what do you want? Come away. Cut. One place they'll just plant bananas, and then we'll drive to another place. All they do is just plant coconut. Drive to a different place, they will just plant dates and those kind of things. So I think in some areas some plants grow better than others. Like my wife's town, they mainly grow rice in that area, and this area mainly grow fruits, or this area mainly grow veggies, so it depends. But one thing I noticed here is that the dragon fruit really grow really well. I mean, I'm quite impressed on how quick the dragon fruit can be grown here. So already we've got quite a bit to harvest there, and they'll just keep growing, you know. Yeah, they'll just keep growing and growing. Normally dragon fruit isn't supposed to be that high. You can just grow them about this tall, which we're experimenting pretty soon. But normally how I get it down is I just get my cutter here, put it in like that, and then start cutting it down. Oh, missed that one. Oh, missed that one. Snake, snake, snake. Here's some more dragon fruit that we just got down. Sometimes we do cut off this part, and that's okay, because what happens is it starts growing like that. There's a root there now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to plant it at our garden, and that should grow into one of these once it gets to about 1 meter or less. So that's perfect. My garden area has been mulched and it's been weeded. So we planted the dragon fruit. What they're going to do is they're going to grow up, and then they're just going to overhang, and then they'll just fruit down low so we can pick them. Got a few of them. Some of these vegetables aren't doing too well. I think it's just the soil's not very good. So that chili plant, it's just got a little amount of chili, small. And the eggplant isn't doing that great as well. And the tomato, something's eating it. Same with that tomato there. Once the soil is good, it should be okay. They should be able to grow quite good. Some of the beans are doing okay, but the cucumbers all died out. Yeah, there'll be some things that grow quite well. This papaya tree started from here. Now it's grown over double the size. Yeah, we'll keep working on it, and if it's going absolutely mint, we'll just make a bigger garden. Most of the things that we're growing is just for us to eat. Later on, once we get good at farming and growing around here, we can grow and sell at the market. So we can just grow a lot of something and then harvest it and just grow it and sell it outside our house. Pretty much like a kiwi fruit, but a lot bigger, of course. So refreshing.